to our society. So the first thing I can say is the rise of crime, people looking for other ways to make money, like we had discussed earlier on. We can talk about labor, because in as much as there is no employment, it does not mean that there is so much labor we do not need employment. There is so much lack of labor because companies don't want to hire more laborers because there isn't enough money because of the tough economic times. I think the issues are very many, and out of this one, even when we discuss them, we cannot finish. You see, people having so much idle time, they indulge in, let's say, prostitution, because you see, women, they want to make a living and they don't have the money. So what do? They use something that God gave them naturally, because now other outside opportunities are not there, so they explore their bodies in absurd ways, and that can lead to immorality for starters. We are talking about the spread of diseases, and even sometimes people die because of this lack of unemployment, because people have gone as far as killing. You see women every day poisoning men's drinks or killing their husbands so they can get money or whatever. You know, all these reasons of insurance, money. People indulge in all sorts of bad things. So unemployment, it does not have any good thing that comes out of it. So I cannot cover everything. Those are just some of the few that came to mind. But yeah, that is how it looks on the other side. Yeah.
So, but we have solutions to do away with all these evils.
So, talking about solution for starters, the first thing is to eliminate corruption. You know, like he said earlier on, government should cut down on the taxes on these job offering opportunities and put them somewhere, so then put it on, maybe add that tax to something that will not affect employment. Now companies will hire more school leavers. We talk about that mediocrity where you said they need you to have experience, which is absurd in 2024 for someone to ask you for experience given you have just finished school recently. You've talked about people retiring earlier. But then again, on that retirement point, you see, people, when we're talking about people retiring, we're talking people who are 60 and 70 and maybe, 60 and above, because that is the retirement age for the government. But you see, there are people who have been waiting for 10 years, just shocking, they don't have work. So when these people who are 60 retire or they are forced out of office, there are already people who have been waiting. So the youth will still not get employment, you see, because there are people who are not necessarily youths, but they are not employed. You see, they also need work. So the solution basically is for the economy to be better, people can get jobs. Otherwise, before that one thing is tackled, just going to be a perpetual cycle of trying to look for a solution. Yeah.
So to sum it up, let's hear what everyone has to say. We can start from here.
Okay, it's a pleasure to have been invited today to discuss on youth employment and its impacts, and I've been proud to be here and to talk about the issues. I hope the government has heard it and everybody else. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for inviting us to this session. It has been a fruitful session, and I guess we all have gotten something from this session.
I'm grateful to have been invited into this session of diving into youth unemployment, and I think government should work on fostering job to many youths.
Okay, thank you for inviting us for this session to talk about the matters that arise within us and our fellow youths about unemployment. And I hope that whatever we have talked about, the government will look into it, and even our fellow youths, and everyone will take the part that concerns them and take it into action. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me here today, and my last remarks would be, if we work together to cover youth unemployment, I think we can make it work, and if we are ready, we can increase youth employment and also increase youth workforce. Thank you.
I'm grateful for the much we have covered. Of course, when we have all day, we will not be able to cover everything, but yeah, I want the youth to remember and know that they are their own responsibility. So you start with yourself before you point out fingers at the government and organizations that are supposed to help you. Yeah.
Lastly but not least, my advice to all people, especially students, the question is, who are you? The question is not which career is better than which. Who are you as a person? Are you a better person? If you are, then no matter what you are doing in this world, you'll be a great person. I've been your host, Lemmy Konde, also known as Kondem Kenya. Till next time, adios.